For whatever reason, my mic was disconnected there. I'm not quite sure why that is. I'm gonna go ahead and check on that real quick before we get started. So, as I was saying, today what we're gonna be doing is playing on the VT uh, Minecraft server. VT is a Discord server that I joined recently, and it's essentially a server for VTubers to collaborate and stuff. So they recently started a Minecraft server, and I want to get my house built today. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. I don't think we'll get it fully finished today, but hopefully we at least, gather all the materials that we need to build the house. In the meantime, let me go ahead and see what's going on with my microphone. Uh, Everything in OBS seems to be working just fine. There's nothing that I really need to change. And now I'm going to go ahead and check my settings on my audio interface. Yeah, everything seems to be pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started. It always takes a little bit to load into the world for some reason. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I mean, it is what it is. It'll pop up in a second. Okay, that is not what I was expecting to happen when I first joined, but I am here. Now, they have this command that you can put in to tell everyone that you're streaming, so I think that's what I'm going to do right now. No idea how to use it though. I'm just going to assume it's... I want to say it's /stream. That would be the easiest. I don't know how to... Oh, turn that off though. I guess you just type in /streaming again. I'll figure that out when I get to it. I'm just going to check to see if both the streams are up. Alright, it would seem that both the streams are up. So yeah, we're pretty much good to go. The first thing that I need to do is go ahead and make myself some super glue. So the reason why I need to do that, oh, you cannot convert slime blocks into slime balls. I had no, you can. Oh, that's right. I forgot that that's a bug. The recipe result, for whatever reason, is not visible. Let me go ahead and up the UI scale real quick. We'll go ahead and set it to 3, and that should be good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get crafting. I guess I'm gonna just do it right here. Let me just clear out just a tad bit of space. And we don't need that seed. Go ahead and put down all of our backpacks. So, in order to make super glue, I need an iron sheet, an iron nugget, 2 slime balls, and that will give us the iron sheet. So right now, all I really need to do is press the iron, and that alone should give us everything we need. Now it's just a matter of finding my crafting table, which is right here. And I believe it's something like this. All right. So I'm just so used to seeing the crafting result, so I don't actually know if I'm doing it correctly or not. All right, I'm just looking through this. I'm gonna put the slime back in there. Now I need to make a tree cutter. So if you take a look at our area here, we got an island that I've claimed, and we also got the rest of the taiga over here. So my goal right now is I want to clear out all of these trees. And the most efficient way to do that is with a tree cutter. So that is what I'm going to do. Uh, Give me a second here. Alright, I was just looking at something on a different monitor. I need a bed. I don't actually have one. Not sure how I've lasted this long without one, but I guess I'm just goated at Minecraft. Alright, there goes some wood. There goes the bed. Just place the bed here. Hopefully some other people will sleep. I'm gonna just give it a minute. There should be a few others online, so hopefully they'll. Is that it? I guess no one else slept. I think. Um. Okay, so I need to make that tree cutter. So that means I need to make a saw. I need to make 2 saws actually. So that's 2 andesite casing. I want to say that's 6 iron and 2 andesite alloy, but it's specifically the pressed iron. So here we go, more pressing. Oh, I had to grab that one apparently. So what we're doing right now is, of course, we're making the tree cutter like I said before, but more specifically, we're creating what's called a minecart contraption. And minecart contraptions in the crate mod are actually pretty useful. Um, I'll demonstrate that here in a sec. Okay, so we got the mechanical saw. Oh, it's actually all just iron. Okay, so no andesite alloy is actually used in that recipe. I really didn't want to have to deal with mobs while I'm trying to build. I guess it might be worth it to put some torches down. Put one like here. I think this one can actually be spread out just a tad bit more. Nah, actually right here by the trees. hopefully that'll be enough to at least not have them spawn within the immediate area. I'll put one there, and I'll put another there. That should be good enough for now. Let me put that string back up. So now that we have our saws, what we need is a minecart assembler. I think it's just called an assembler though. Yes. So it's one redstone dust, two alloy, two logs. Okay, well, we can get the logs from a tree. And we should have the rest of the materials in here. So that should be like this. I grabbed iron instead of andesite alloy. So it should actually be like this. And then we also need minecart rail to actually put, you know, the minecart on. So that's simple enough. I'm gonna clear out this space right here, and I'm gonna build it with this orientation. So minecart first, then we have the cart assembly, and I somehow managed to forget the most important part. What the heck? Why can I see things through blocks all of a sudden? That is so strange. I'm not sure what caused that. That's okay. There goes the minecart. And I'm just thinking about how I want to actually put this together now. So I guess what I'll do is have the saw go like this. Well, that's not the right way. Like that, maybe. I'll use some of these planks. I want to put a chest. Let me see what I can afford to make, because I would like to have a pretty decent sized chest. I don't want to have to empty it. To solve that problem, actually, first let me make sure that the right mods are here. Do we have... Okay, so we have sophisticated storage crate integration, backpack crate integration, all that other good stuff. So that means what I'm making will actually work. Okay, so in order to make a... Let's just search up the word chest. So what we want is a sophisticated chest. Let's look through these. So, okay, so that's... Okay, so it's just wood with a lever. Okay, we have all the materials for that. Then we have... I want to actually make a double chest. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make to so now we have 2 oak chests, and then we want to we can't actually get it to iron because we don't have a whole lot. So I think 2 copper chests should be good enough. Let's see how big that is. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. So we'll just put the chest there. And that's all we really need for a tree cutter. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should add to this. I already had some chests there apparently. No, it doesn't really seem like anything else. So let's go ahead and get this glued together. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this block. Holy moly. I'm glad that they have creeper destruction disabled. Because that right there is why I didn't want to do this at night. Oh, I forgot something important. We got to set this to lock rotation. That way, whenever we push this, it won't like go from this orientation to this orientation. It'll always stay the same. So I'm going to glue that. Then I'm going to glue this. And I think that's all I really need to get this going. I feel like it looks a little strange though, so instead of these, I think I might use stairs. That might make it look a little bit better. I like to have my contraptions at least looking somewhat decent. Even though in reality, it doesn't actually matter. Maybe an upside down stair like that. Or maybe I can do something like this. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, now let's get ourselves a redstone torch. I'm gonna try to put some of this stuff away real quick. There goes the wood, the stick. We'll just put that there. We got a cooking hat. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for. This so we can make the redstone torch. And the rotten flesh goes into here. Okay, so let's go ahead and power this real quick. I'm gonna make sure to set the lock rotation. Power this. There's a little bit of lag there, but we should be fine. All I need to do is grab this. And now we have our tree cutter. So let's go ahead and test this guy out. We'll actually test it on this tree right here. Or let me actually put away this super glue first because we don't need it anymore. These mobs keep getting in the way. Let's go ahead and put this stuff on. Okay, let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, I didn't even put away the super glue. I don't know what to do with this hat. I actually don't even really want it. So that's going to go into the trash. Okay. So we want to start this here. Replace that. We got to move it over one. Oh, right. It also, I also need that there. Then we just walk into it. And tree go bye-bye. And we essentially have to do that for this entire area. So, yep, let's go ahead and get to it. I wonder how much wood I'm gonna have by the end of this. That's an issue I'm gonna worry about later. That's the tree that I use to actually craft this stuff. And it doesn't have a base, so it's not like I can just cut it down. That's a strange one. Actually, that probably solves our little problem. I only got 2 logs, right? So. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they make. Oh, so whenever the blue jays they sing, it highlights the enemies. That's cool. Did not know that. I'm gonna check Discord real quick. All right. Let's get back to cutting down these trees. So the idea that I have is something that my friend told me the other day. So the house that I'm gonna build is, I kind of want to build a cabin, right? And the cabin is going to be powered with water wheels. So to elaborate on that, in the create mod, in order to use machines and contraptions, you need to have a power source. And these power sources, they can also be decorative as well. So I was thinking, what if I build a house with, you know, some source of water going near it, whether it be like a waterfall or a river. I wanted to have something like that near it, and I would essentially connect it to my house that has all of my necessary machines in it. This tree is a little bit awkward, but it should be able to cut it nonetheless. Yep. I'm noticing that some of these trees don't even have leaves for some reason, which I find that to be somewhat strange, because I've never cut the leaves or anything. So maybe it might just be the way they generated. Who knows? Or someone came by and just decided they wanted spruce leaves. Eventually, I want to have somewhat of like a more of a castle looking type of house, but that won't come until way later, because you know that stuff kind of requires like a cobblestone farm, which that's not really that hard to do, especially when great mod is involved. I'm just saying I don't have the setup at the moment to really realize that goal. But I think this area is perfect for that. Because I was thinking, you know, if you look at the map, you see how like the water is surrounding this place, and I could have like maybe a bridge in all four directions. That way, people don't have to like swim across. And I thought it was like very castle-like because castles, they tend to be built in places that are like, I don't want to say difficult to access, but like that's kind of true because you know it makes them like easier to defend. So I thought this would be like the perfect place to kind of go for that. But for now, we're gonna stick to the cabin. I didn't realize that this wasn't a single block tree. Push this. Oh, right. Alright, let's try that again. Come on. There we go. Here goes another. Oh, gotta watch out for the creeper. Come on. Come on. I'd say so far this thing is working pretty well. Very efficient. Cutting these down by hand would take me hours. Now, the truth is that I don't really need to clear out the entire area, right? But I do kind of want to get this looking, you know, terraformed a bit. Let me go ahead and kill this skeleton because he's in the way. Just drop that on the ground. Maybe someone asleep by now. Doesn't seem like anyone really wants to. Oh. Whoever did that, thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish cutting these trees. This one looks kind of... I really don't... You know, I'm going to end up breaking this anyway. Oh, there's a hat bag. I didn't even realize one of the mobs dropped one. We'll open that here in a sec. I don't want to get my inventory too cluttered, so I'm trying to be careful about that. Honestly, that should be all I need to get it cut. Or not. Actually, no, I need that there. I guess I'll just keep this wood block. Sorry, inventory. Wow, I can actually clearly see that now. That's pretty cool. I think I might do something with that at some point. Let's cut down some of the trees over here. Remember, the goal is to not have any spruce trees in this area. Any natural growing spruce trees, anyway. Place these down. It looks like that's some natural growing beetroot. Yeah, that's what it is. That's another thing that I also have to think about is the farming. I do want to actually do quite a bit of farming in this. I've never really experimented with farming that much, and oh, the actual materials fell. That must mean the chest is actually full. Let's check that out here. Let's just sort by count. It wasn't that it was full. It's just that everything was all organized in a crazy way. That sure is quite a bit of wood. I should be able to make a house very easily with that. Fortunately, depending on how you look at it, there's still quite a bit of trees to go. That is a really big ant. Holy. Like, if ants were that big in real life, man, that would be crazy. I'm also gonna get rid of the ant nest. There might be a couple of them around here, actually. We don't need no ants around here. Let's see. How do I want to get this one? We'll just place a block here. Should be able to just push that. Perfect. Now, I don't know how this tree spawned here on top of stone. It's because it's connected by that one block down there. It's looking like some of these might be easier to get with my axe, but I would rather not do that because cutting it down this way means that all the leaves disappear. Yeah, and that's actually another reason why I wanted to use the tree cutter instead of, just cutting everything down manually. The biggest reason is that it's faster, but it's also because it gets rid of the leaves. I don't have to wait for the leaves to naturally decay. Let's trying to figure out how to approach this one. I guess I have to cut this one down here first. Okay, I placed that incorrectly. Oh, that's interesting. I thought you could not stand on the rail as you place it. If I do this, it just immediately moves faster. Okay. We'll place 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Then we just place that there. Alright. Only 2 more trees in this area to go. Well, the area that I'm currently standing in, not the entire thing. I hope this doesn't fall off and I have to go down and get it. I'm gonna try to catch it before that happens. Here we go. Alright, now it's time to get that one. Ooh, this was a little bit awkward. Get. Actually, it's not so bad. There we go. This is starting to look better already. I figured out just now that if you crouch, it won't actually push you back either. I might also get rid of these mossy cobblestone boulders. I don't really like them, but it can also be a good building material as well. Though I don't think stone would go with a log cabin, but we might as well. I'm gonna keep this dirt on me. I'm gonna take that and put that in. All right, let's continue. Originally, what I was gonna do today was edit some videos. I wanted to upload a YouTube short, and I wanted to redo my intro since I've gotten a lot better at editing videos. But I've been wanting to actually play on this server and like play with other people and get like collabs and stuff like that going. But I can't do that if I don't actually have anything like built, or so I should probably do that is what I was thinking. I figured since I'm basically just gonna be playing Minecraft, why not stream it? There goes the contraption. So after we get this done, it's looking like we may have to get an iron farm going, because we're running pretty low on iron, and I really don't enjoy going into the caves for material. Well, that's actually not true. I like mining, but I don't like vanilla Minecraft mining. So I think the best solution to that is we're just gonna maybe make a drill mine, and we can perhaps build an elevator that leads down to the drill mine. That may be, I don't know if we're gonna do that before or after I build the house. I think it would be cool to have an elevator like that inside the house though. So we may do that if we can get that set up. The house is gonna have water wheels. I don't think water wheels have enough energy output to support something like an elevator. So to fix that, we're just gonna include a windmill in the house design. I think that would be the easiest solution. Fortunately, it shouldn't be too difficult to find sheep to shear and farm. I don't know why that was so difficult to grab there for a second. So that might be the next thing on the agenda, is gathering that stuff. Alright, let's get this tree. Let's check our progress. Okay, we pretty much got just about every tree so far. The shape of this is actually kind of ugly when you actually take a look at it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix that actually, but I would like to do something good with the terrain. Now let's go push that. I'm thinking about turning this a little bit into like some sort of lake. That'd be kind of cool. Having like a wall here and water there with some coral. That'd be nice. It's just an idea though. House obviously would come first. Can't really do things like that without planning them out first. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do, since this machine clearly needs it, we're just gonna add more storage space. And oh, these sticks. Let me think what to do. So I need another 2 levers. And those were knives. We're just gonna throw those out and pretend I never made them. And now we just need, I wonder if we can use these. No, we can't. And then we immediately turn these into copper chests. Okay, and we take our super glue and our cart assembler. We gotta pick this up first. Place this, place that, place the minecart, unglue the minecart, lock rotation, and now, I guess what we can do is we'll just add the chest here. I'm gonna put some coarse dirt here. That way I can break this and place it normally so it doesn't, not double up. And I'm thinking what I'll do, just to make this look a bit cleaner, is we'll put, what we'll do is, actually we can keep it the same, right? But instead we'll just add another 2 stairs. And we'll make them upside down stairs. And then all we have to do now is glue this corner to that corner, double check it, and power it, grab it, and the tree cutter now has more storage. And we can put the super glue away. We don't need that at the moment. Now we shouldn't have to stop nearly as often. Some of these trees are like in these little, like, I wouldn't call them caves, but divots in the ground. Kind of makes them slightly annoying to get to. I can see why I moved the hole now from my hotbar. I'm trying to speed this process up a bit now. I don't want to be doing this forever. Why is it making a tin sound? noise. That was the rain, but for whatever reason it was making a tin like noise. That would make sense if we were like in a metal like house or something, but we're not. Wait. Oh, it's emulating the sound of it actually hitting the metal on my items? Oh, it is. That's interesting. Now, I just wanted to get rid of the spruce trees today. I think I might do the oak later. I don't want to, like, go crazy. I will have to do that at some point, though. This must be where the ant nest is. Yeah. We'll deal with that here in a second. Cause I ain't gonna be dealing with no ants. Not over here. No siree. This looks like, oh, it's just one really weird tree. Okay. You know, the metal sound is actually pretty nice. It's not that I had disliked it at first. I was just more or less confused by it. You know, hearing this rain reminds me of like ASMR. I don't usually listen to it, but sometimes it can be like good when you're trying to like go to sleep and stuff. At some point I would like to do ASMR streams, but I would like to get a better microphone for that first. Even though I probably could do it with the setup I have now, wouldn't really be to the quality that I would really want. just realized the sound of the ants coming in and out of the nest is the same audio that they use for bees going in and out of the hive. After I cut down these trees, we're going to take care of those ants. There we go. Well, now I know where the nest is. Just take care of these guys. I really don't want these guys here. At least he's dying inside there, rather than... Well, that was surprisingly easy. Let's go ahead and just trash this stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be one of, if not the last tree. So we got that little bit over there. Let's just go to the free cam. So we got that, that, and that. And I'm already kind of getting an idea of where I'm going to build my house. It's probably going to be like right here on this thing. Let's do this. I wonder what I hear. Is that... It sounds like something's constantly like moving or walking. Oh, these are just a whole bunch of trees just bundled up. Blocking cave entrance, it would seem. Oh, and there's some water going into it as well. What the heck? Okay. We definitely gotta explore that, probably. I did say I needed iron, though I didn't want to mine for it. I was hoping I could make a farm or something, but we don't actually have enough to even do that, it would seem. So. Okay, this should be the last one over here at least. Alright. Let's get this finished. We're almost there. It's time to sort the inventories again. I wonder how it determines what chest it goes into. Okay. That. And there's just one more. I thought that was everything. It apparently wasn't. Okay. So that should be the last spruce tree. Yeah. Looks like it. Alright. So now, let's get this stuff sorted. I'm gonna pick up some trash items. Put them in here. I don't want this. I'll keep the saplings. We'll keep the dirt as well. I don't care for the leaf ant shit. We'll put this in here. We'll keep the beetroot because that's another farming material. I don't care for that. I'll take the apple if there's a space for it. There isn't. We'll put the wood in here. And we'll just leave everything like that for now. And we'll put this cart a similar way. We'll open the hat bag. We got a grandma disguise hat. I'll just put that over here, I guess. And let's see if someone sleeps. Seems like nobody wants to sleep. Let's go ahead and remove all of these plants. So, the only real issue that I'm gonna have right now with terraforming is, one, we don't have a whole lot of dirt. So, the way that I'm probably gonna have to do this is by removing a lot of the land and like reshaping a lot of it. Instead of like just adding on, we just remove. And I don't think pod soul grows. So we may end up replacing the pod soul. Which, that's a simple task. That's as easy as just breaking and placing it back down. I'm just thinking of ways that I can solve this issue. Granted, it's not a very big issue. Sure is a lot of coarse dirt here. That's to be expected though with the biome that we're in, but I could use a water bucket for this section over here. But to be honest, I'm already over here. So we're just gonna keep going. I mostly want to try to focus on getting rid of the grass that's in the building area. So, well, to be honest, this whole area technically is the building area. Okay, so the oak forest, that can just look like wilderness, but everything that's still considered the spruce biome, I want to have a more refined look. Almost done getting rid of all the grass. Let's see some over here. Sure, they get a whole bunch of seeds from that. We don't need to worry about that side as much. Let's just focus on up here. Okay, that should be good. Now it's about getting rid of these boulders. Why does it go so deep? We'll worry about filling in the holes and stuff later. It's not like we really have the materials to fully terraform at the moment. Okay. Almost all of them. Then I got that big one right there. Don't know how I missed that one. I'll get this one too. Even though this is technically a part of the oak forest. Hello, Jamin. How are you? You're about to fight a dragon in RL craft? Dang, and I'm gonna miss it? That sucks. Well, I'm almost done here anyway. I just want to get rid of these boulders. So I cleared out this entire area so I could build my house. And so far it needs some work still, but and by that I mean like the terrain kind of looks ugly, but you know, that's an easy fix. It didn't really take that long because we have create mod on this server, so I just cut all the trees down with that guy over there. Yeah, the saw. This is how much wood I got. I have this chest, and then I also have this chest. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of iron though. So I'm gonna have to go back into the caves and get some. I wonder if I have any. Yeah, I do have diamond. I'm gonna make a diamond pick. Is that a... What is that he's holding? But yeah, um, I'm gonna finish getting rid of these mossy cobblestone boulders, and then I'll join you on RL craft. This is all I really planned on doing today. I was gonna build the house, but the more I think about it, the more I realize that I don't have the materials. So it'll be I'd rather like be actively doing something than just gathering materials on stream. Oh, it auto swapped. Oh, this is interesting. So it's just stone encased in ore. Or like ore encased in stone. Isn't a rat encased in stone basically just a fossil? Well, there goes 2 more iron. I'm not really gonna focus on the ones that are down there. I just want to get ones out of like the immediate area first. I remember there being a big one. Oh, it's on the opposite side over there. Oh, I've only been streaming for an hour and 25. I just wanted to see how long. I should probably get more inventory space. Let me put some stuff in the trash. I don't want that. I don't want that. This. You have plenty of those 2 things. Alright. Let's continue. I'm guessing this is going to be the same thing. There's going to be like ore. Or not, it would seem. Oh yeah, there it goes. I'm wondering what I should do on stream next. I want to try something different than Minecraft. Okay, let's get this stuff put away. Let's figure out how to end the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna eat soon as well. So don't concern yourself with that. Why can't I hit him? Okay. Alright. That is going to be it for now. And